Good morning, students. We have completed 2 sessions in the earlier days, and today I am starting the next session. In the first 2 sessions on relations and functions, you have learnt about an ordered pair, and we have worked out some problems. Then you have learnt about the Cartesian product of 2 sets here. So apart from union and intersection, it's an operation which you can do on a pair of sets here, that is a sort of multiplication we can say. We call it as the Cartesian product, which is nothing but the set of the ordered pairs of the elements taken from both the sets A and B. That is, it is of the order A comma B, where A is taken from the first set and B is taken from the second set. And using that, we have worked out some problems in the earlier session. In today's session also, we will be working out some problems which are connected with the Cartesian product. Now, the first problem being, if a set A has 3 elements, this you can expect for either, say maybe for 1 mark question, because it's quite a simple problem. Now, a set has 3 elements. A set has 3 elements here. Now, the set A has 3 elements and the set B, the elements have been given. It is 3, 4 and 5. A set A has 3 elements and the set B is containing the elements 3, 4, 5. Our problem is, find the number of elements in A cross B. How many elements would be present in A cross B? I have given you it as a note in the earlier session. If a first set has, say, P elements, second set has Q elements, the total number of elements present would be PQ. So the same formula I am using here. See here in the set A, we do not know how many, which are the exact elements, but we know the number of elements, it is 3. And B, it is clearly, we can see that there are 3 elements in the set B. Now, 3 here and 3 there, not this number 3, there are 3 elements here. And we know that 3 into 3, that would be totally 9 elements. So how do you write that one? You use the formula, the usual formula, given n of A is equal to 3. Directly it has been given. And there are 3 elements in B also. And n of B is also equal to 3. Therefore, write n of A cross B is equal to 3 into 3, that is 9. So how do you write the answer here? There are 9 elements in the product A cross B, or you can say the number of elements in A cross B is equal to 9. So that is how you have to write. It can be expected just for a 1 mark question, because we are not doing much of calculation in this particular problem. Now, the next problem, some more calculation is there in this one. Let me write the problem here. Let A and B be any two sets such that n of A is equal to 3 and n of B is equal to 2. That means that there are 3 elements in the first set A and 2 elements in the second set B. Now this is the data. If, next, one more part of the data, if x comma 1, y comma 2, z comma 1 are in A cross B. In A cross B, find A and B. Where x, y, z are distinct elements. Not only this one, there is one more part. Find the other elements find the other elements of A cross B. Find the other elements of A cross B. Now, let me read the problem and understand what is given, what has to be calculated. There are two sets here. One is A, the other is B. Okay. Now, such that n of A is equal to 3. The elements of A and B have not been given here. N of A is equal to 3. That means A contains 3 elements. N of B is equal to 2 means the set B contains 2 elements. So, there are 3 elements in A, 2 elements in B. Now, some of the elements have been specified in the problem. If x comma 1, y comma 2, z comma 1 are in A cross B, that means according to this is the first one part of the data, there are 3 elements which are in A cross B. Our first problem is find A and B. We have done that in the earlier session. When the Cartesian product is given, you have calculated the individual sets. A cross B is given, you have calculated A and B in the earlier session. Same type of problem here. So, here 3 elements have been given. Looking at the 3 elements here, you have to find the elements of A as well as the elements of B. That is the first part of the problem. X, Y, Z are distinct means because they are unknown quantities. Distinct means they are different from one another. Next, first part is you have to calculate what are the elements of A, what are the elements of B. First part, find the other elements of A cross B. Look here, when A is having 3, B is having 2 elements here, what is the total number of elements present in A cross B? 3 into 2, there would be 6 elements. How many elements have been given to us? Only 3 elements have been given. So, what we have to do is, we have to calculate the remaining 3. That is what we have to get in the second part of the problem. So, first we will write here, and you know that in the Cartesian product A cross B, the first elements are taken as the elements of the first set, and the second elements have been taken as the elements of the second set. Okay. Now, here write the A is set of first elements. A is set of first elements. Look here, x, y and z. You can write x, y and z. Now, B is the set of the second elements. Okay. And what are they? You observe here, it is 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Now, you can verify it with the data. A is having 3 elements, we got 3. B is having 2 elements, we got 2 here. That means that 3 into 2, there would be 6 elements. So, this is the first part, find A and B. So, we have calculated the individual sets A and B. What is the second part here? Find the other elements of A cross B also. Now, just now I told you there would be 6 elements. Only 3 elements have been given to us. That is, first set is containing x, y and z. Second set is containing 1 and 2. Now, x with 1 is given. X with 2 is not there. Therefore, you write the other elements. The other elements of A cross B are write the remaining elements. You can write the flower bracket or directly you can write. See, x with 1 is already given. Other elements means the remaining 3 you have to write. X with 1 is given. Therefore, you have to write x with 2. Correct? Next, y with 2 has been given. So, you have to consider the other possibility, y with 1. Now, z with 1 has been given. Therefore, you have to write z with 2. Okay. So, you observe here x1, x2, y1, y2, z1, z2. That is, these are the total elements here. So, 3 have been given. Looking at the elements of the given the elements of A cross B, we can get the individual sets A and B. That's the first part of the problem. The second part is you have to get the remaining elements of the set, which also has been calculated. Now, this is how the problems have to be solved. Now, let me move on to the next problem. In today's session, I am going to work out only the problems which are connected with the Cartesian product. These problems are, if you can get the answer within one line, it can be expected for a 1 mark question, otherwise it is usually asked for a 2 mark question. Now the next problem, the Cartesian product A cross A, the Cartesian product A cross A has 9 elements, among which 9 elements are found -1, 0 and 0, 1. Find the set A. And also the remaining elements of A cross A. These problems I have taken from the textbook only, and you can expect such problems in the examination also. Look here, in all the earlier problems I had considered 2 sets, A and B, P and Q, like that. Here only one set is given, that Cartesian product of A with A itself I have taken, a product of a set with itself. Okay, A cross A has 9 elements. 9 elements means, see, the same set has been taken. Therefore, when there are 9 elements means the set A should contain how many elements? It can have only 3 elements. So that A cross A will be 3 into 3, 9 elements. So looking at this number, and since we are considering the only one set here, we can come to the conclusion that there exists only 3 elements in this one. Okay, write that one. Since A cross A has 9 elements, A will have 3 elements. First step. Next, what are those elements? That's the first part. Find the set A. Now, looking at the 2 terms of A cross A which have been given to us, 2 elements of A cross A which have been given to us, you could write it. One element is -1, 0. That means that A is having -1 and also 0. Look at the second element. 0 is already there, so that has been taken into consideration. There is one more number. So totally 1, 2 and 3. So you can write it is -1, 0, 1. Now these are the elements. That is why these elements have been given. Looking at the elements of A cross A, we can write the elements of A. It is -1, 0 as well as 1. These two give us an idea what would be the exact elements of A. So one part is over. Also find the remaining elements. Find the set of A, find the set A, also find the remaining elements of A cross A. There are 9 elements. It is already given. 2 have been given to us. We have to write the remaining elements. Right? The other elements of A cross A, or together with them also you can write this one. Let me write the other elements here. Now, -1, 0, 1. We have to combine each element with the remaining 2 elements. So -1 with -1. It is already there, don't write. Now -1 with -1, one element. -1 with 0, it is given, need not write because we are getting only the other elements. Then -1 with 1. So always know, if you go in a systematic way, certainly you will not miss any element or any number. So -1 is over. Come to the next one. 0 combined with -1. It is not there, write that one. 0, -1, 0 with 0, and then 0 with 1 already given, don't write. Next, take this element 1, take with all of them. It is 1, -1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. So how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are the remaining 7 elements. 2 have been given already. Therefore, the total number of elements would be equal to 9. So that's why always write these elements. Don't write in a random way, haphazard way. Sometimes you may be repeating or sometimes you will be missing that one. Therefore, if you go in a systematic way, you will not be missing any element of the set here. So this is the procedure we adopt to get the answer of each particular problem. So each problem is a little bit different from the previous one. It depends upon the data. Depending upon the data, you have to just see how you can solve the problem. They are not difficult, but solving the problem, look at the data and decide how you could start. The next problem, here little bit more calculation is we have to do here. The sets have been given to us directly. The set A is having the elements 1, 2, 3. Set B is having the elements 3 and 4. Set C is having the elements 4, 5, 6. Exact elements have been given. What you have to do calculate is, what you have to calculate in this problem is find first one A cross B intersection C, second one A cross B union C, third one A cross B intersection A cross C, fourth one A cross B union A cross C. So you have to, it's a direct problem. No question of, no need to think anything. It's a direct approach to the problem because the data has been given to you directly. One by one, we will do the calculation. First one, A cross B intersection C. Two operations are there. B intersection C, that is, how do you define the intersection of two sets? It contains the common element. That means it has to be present both in the first set and in the second set. So 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. So what is the common element here? 4 is the common element. Therefore, you write here. What does A contain? It is A cross B intersection C. Means A is having 1, 2, 3 cross B intersection C is having only one element, singleton, 4. Now cross, what do you mean by cross? Each one should be taken with that one in the order, in the ordered pair, 1 with 4, 2 with 4 and 3 with 4. So this can be, all 4 of them will not be asked in the same problem. Any one of them would be asked. Usually it's given for a 2-mark question. One for writing B intersection C like that, another for writing the actual values or the actual elements of the Cartesian product. Now let me come to the second one. Second one, same thing we are having, instead of intersection, it is union. What do you mean by union here? 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. We write all the elements of both B and C. That is A cross B union C. A is 1, 2, 3 already given, cross B union C. What is B union C? 3, 4, 5, 6. Look here, we have got more elements here because the first set is having 3 elements, the second set is having 4 elements. That means that 3 into 4. So how many elements should be present? There would be 12 elements that would be present. So carefully you just combine each element with the other element. It is 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5 and 1, 6. Correct? So 1 with all the 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next, what you have to do? You have to take the next element, 2. That means that it is 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5 and 2, 6. Correct? Next is 3. That is 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5 and 3, 6. So altogether how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So how many elements are present here? There are 12 elements because A is containing 3 and B union C is containing 4 elements. Totally there are 12 elements in the Cartesian product. It is A cross B union C. So this is a procedure we adopt. So when there are two operations here, naturally 2 marks would be allotted for this one. Now let me move on to the next one. Third one, be careful. In the beginning only we are considering the Cartesian product. Then we are taking the intersection of that one. A cross B. First let me write that one. A cross B intersection A cross C. First we will write the elements of A cross B and A cross C. Then take the common elements. A cross B means first and the second set, that is 1, 2, 3, 3 elements, 2 elements. So 3 2s are 6 elements would be there. So carefully let me write as usual. It is 1, 3, 1, 4. Then 2, 3, 2, 4. 2, 3, 2, 4. Then 3, 3, 3, 4. Now these are the elements of the first set. Intersection A cross C. Look here, A is having 3, C is having 3. So 3 into 3 there would be 9 elements. Carefully you combine them. It is 1, 4, 1, 5 and 1, 6. Then with the 2, 2, 4, 2, 5 and 2, 6. Then 3, 4, 3, 5 and 3, 6. So we got here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and there are 6 elements. Now carefully we will select the common elements because we are having in between the intersection. Intersection means the elements which are common in the first set as well as in the second set. Let us see. 1, 3 is not here. 1, 4 it is there. So take only the common elements. Go in the one same order. Then 2, 3. Is it present? It is not there. 2, 4. Isn't it? So you write that one. 2, 4. So if you write in the same order in both of them, it's easier for you to find the value. 3, 3 we do not have. 3, 4 is there. It is 3, 4. Okay. And then 3, 4 is there. Those are the only. So 1, 3 we have combined. 1, 4 we have seen. 2, 3 is not here. 2, 4 we have got here. 3, 3 is not here. 3, 4 we have got. So these are the only 3 elements which are common to see. Though we had 6 there, we had 9 elements here. We could get only 3 elements which are common to both of them. In the last one, it is union. You can try it yourself because the data I have given here. A cross B is there already and A cross C is also there. What you have to do? You have to take the union. Union means you have to take all the elements which are present both in A as well as both in A cross B as well as A cross C. That means that instead of intersection I am taking the union there. Therefore here it is this 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4 they are present in both the sets. You can write only once. So you can write 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 3, 3, 4. Then you write 1, 5, 1, 6, 2, 5, 2, 6 and 3, 5, 3, 6. So those would be the elements here which would be in union of these two sets. So I think this you can try yourself. I have given all the data. The last one I told you the procedure also. In the common elements you write only once, then you will be writing the remaining elements. That gives you the union of the two sets. Now let me move on to another problem. Let the set A contain 2 elements 1 and 2. B contains 1, 2, 3, 4. C contains 5, 6 and D contains 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. What you have to do in this problem is prove that or verify A cross B intersection C. You have to prove this result. A cross B intersection C is equal to A cross B intersection A cross C. This is like a distributive property. There are two operations in. One is Cartesian product, another is the intersection. So taking the intersection, then taking the Cartesian product is as good as taking the intersection of the respective Cartesian products. So find the left hand side, find the right hand side, see that they are equal to each other. Now we will try to get the result here. First let me write, it is verify. You are verifying the result here. So left hand side means A, write the set A. 1, 2, then cross B intersection C. Look at the elements of B and C. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what does the C have? C has only two elements, 5 and 6. Can you see any common element here? We don't have any common element. 4 and 5 and 6 we are having. So what is B intersection C? It is a null set. It is a null set. That means nothing is there. Don't write 0 there. So I have given another information when I did the Cartesian product. If any one of the two sets, when you get the Cartesian product is a null set, then the Cartesian product is also a null set. So directly we got the left hand side to be a null set. Now come to the right hand side. Right hand side, you have to take A cross B. A cross B means write all the elements 2 and there 4 here. So that would be 2 4s are 8 elements. It is 1 1, 1 2, 1 3 and 1 4. Correct? And then 2 1, 2 2, 2 3 and 2 4. So these are the 8 elements of the first Cartesian product A cross B. Now take the other one, A cross C. C has got only 2 elements and A has got only 2 elements. It is 1 5, 1 6 and then 2 5 and 2 6. So first one is having 2 4s are 8 elements. Second Cartesian product is having 4 elements. Now see whether we have any common element. It is intersection in between we are having, isn't it? See here 1 1 is not there. Though it has got 8 elements and 4 elements there, we can say no common element. There is no common element at all. That means automatically we can write it as 5. That means that this is it's a general statement. Both of them should be equal to each other. In this problem, I got it to be a null set here. It will not be a null set always. Only because of the sets that have been given to us, we got the null set. A cross B intersection C will always be equal to A cross B. That is nothing but a distributive property. You can see that they are equal to each other. Now, let me try one more problem here, which is quite simple. You can directly write the answer here. Now the next problem is like this. The set A is having 2 elements 1 and 2. Set B is having 2 elements 3 and 4. Now write A cross B. First part is you have to write A cross B. Next, you have to find out how many subsets are there. How many subsets A cross B will have. How many subsets A cross B will have. How many subsets will A cross B have? So this is a question here. First we have to write A cross B to know the number of elements. Of course, without writing this also directly you can write, but they have asked you to find out A cross B. So this is 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4, 2 comma 3 and 2 comma 4, correct? How many elements are there? 2 here and 2 there. So 2 2s are 4. There are 4 elements. That is, you write, there are 4 elements. There are 4 elements in A cross B. Now again, we go back to the first chapter set. To get the number of subsets, that's a question. How many subsets will A cross B have? That is, if a set is having say P elements, if a set is having P elements, the number of subsets would be 2 to the power P. This information I have given you when I was discussing about the subset chapter under the chapter set, that is the previous chapter. So here there are 4 elements, means you can write the number of subsets of A cross B is equal to, there are 4 elements, means it is 2 to the power 4, that would be equal to 16. Even this is, if they have asked you to write A cross B, 1 mark for that one, and then to write the number of subsets of A cross B, you get the remaining mark here. So these are the problems I have discussed. In the earlier session also I had done some problems, and now in this session also I have done some problems on the Cartesian product. In the next session I am giving you the definition of a relation. Thank you.